Tomorrow night.
So you're not closed off at all?
No.
I don't think anyone is.
No, really?
To be honest, I feel like I've not really been occupied in the villa, so what you're saying, you could fill that role?
100%.
For sure.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know, it's your girl KylerB coming at you for a new video. So today we're going to be talking about Love Island UK Season 12, Episode 13. And let's get right into the video. Tell me why. I was just like, okay, basically this episode was giving slow because it was basically the Connor, Emily, Megan situation with Tommy also being involved. Then we have the Harrison, Shakira, Tony situation that's going on over there. You know, Helena got mugged off by Harry. So Harry's feeling some type of way, like, you know, that they can't be friends anymore. But we basically started this episode with the real coupling. Girls picked the guys that they wanted to couple up with. Basically, everything is basically the same with the exception of Helena coupling up with Shay. Obviously, there's nothing really going on there but that. Tony and Harrison is coupled up. Shakira and Harry are coupled up. And that is about it because Connor is still back with Emily. He's still in a couple of Emily. So, there we have it. So, basically, this entire episode was like, you know, Connor's coupled up with Emily, but he has feelings for Megan. And he was rubbing on Megan's leg. And, you know, Megan went and told Tommy about the whole situation. And Tommy's now feeling some type of way. Like, oh, Connor should have talked to me before you was talking to Megan, da-da-da-da. Like, you know, I feel like it's disrespectful for you to be rubbing on, you know, his girl's leg like that, da-da-da-da. So, it's basically, even though he picked Emily, or Emily, you know, was in a couple with him, you know, he's still thinking about Megan as his priority or whatever. Now, Megan's coupled up with Tommy since day one, but now she's feeling some type of way like, you know what? She's like, you know what, I probably might have a better connection with Connor. So it seems like they should have a swap-a-roo. You know, Megan, Connor, you know, Emily, Tommy, basically as whole swap-a-roo. So now Tony and Harrison are coupled up, but then it seems like Harrison wants to get to know Shakira. Harry finally is coupled up with Shakira, but we don't know how that goes. I mean, he finally gets to be coupled up with her because he's like, oh, unfinished business, da-da-da-da. Helena obviously feels like a mug because it's just like, you know, Harry did her dirty. Like, I've been saying this since, like, week 1. Like, he's going to do this girl dirty. Meg and DeJohn, you know, they're in a couple. You know, they staying together. Like, they haven't moved. Like, he wasted Alicia's time since the last time I saw you guys with this review. Yeah, he's in his little couple. And obviously, you know, we see a little bit later that Shakira and what's his name? Harrison having a chat like, do you really like Tony? Because Tony and Shakira are friends in the villa. So it's like, you know, don't waste Tony's time. Like, let her know that you really like her, you really want to pursue her. Like, don't waste her time like Connor wasted her time. Also, we have this whole Ben and Yasmin coupling. Because obviously Yasmin, like, kind of like, you know, dissed Shay for, you know, Harry and whatnot. So Shay kind of was like off of her about that. So, you know, Ben and Yasmin are in a couple together, and, you know, they had that little conversation. You can kind of understand where Shakira's coming from, how, you know, the personality that Ben was giving is not meeting her level. We finally see Alima and Ramel on our screens. We see Alima and Ramel on our screens because they were not getting any type of airtime at all. Very little to no airtime. You know, she did a coupling speech for Ramel, and obviously, you know, it was kind of sweet for coupling speech. Later on, in the guys' dressing room, you know, I think Tommy asked him, like, if they continue, like, going, how they going? You know, do you see Alima as a girlfriend? He said yes. He even talked to Alima later on in this episode and was like, you know, giving is bringing out the lover boy in him. You know, like, they feel very comfortable in their couple, feel very strong in their couple. He's seeing Alima as a girlfriend. Okay. Everybody's just talking in their couples for the most part of the episode. And then, whoa. They bring in 4 new bombshells. And to my surprise, they said Dejan, Ramel, Emily, and Helena. And I was like, they took Dejan and Ramel. So I was like, okay, these bombshells have to be like, you know, cultured, you know what I'm getting at, okay? Because I'm just like, you picked 2 black men, like, let me just keep it a buck. So I'm just like, okay, one of them has to be like, you know, given some type of melanin. And come to find out, they're all Caucasian. Poppy, Caprice, Will, and Georgia come into the villa, and they chose those 4. I mean, Helena, of course, because obviously Harry mugged her off. Meg, who's a couple of Dejan, she's like, you know, feeling so sad because like her man got picked again. Her man's getting picked again by another bombshell. So she's feeling some type of way. Alima, you know, obviously she didn't think that Ramel would get picked. Obviously, after all the whole conversation that they had, it's like, wow, her guy's getting picked. Emily said something like, you know, she's waiting on Con or something like that. I'll be back, Con. But to find out, they're having a sleepover. So they're going to be gone the entire night, which is like crazy. They're gone the entire night, having this little sleepover away from the villa. Wild. So we see a tomorrow night. Like, they haven't had a tomorrow night in a while. So we see tomorrow night, we see the guys, you know, basically saying like they're all open, like nobody's closed off in that villa. So we then see Ramel saying like he hasn't been occupied, but I'm just like, from this episode, from the little screen time we got from you guys, Ramel is talking about he's a lover boy, can see Alima as a girlfriend, and you know, all the good things, and now he's like he hasn't been occupied in the villa. Like, what are you talking about? So they kind of like finally shook it up because it was kind of getting too calm. I was like, Castlemore is a little too soon yet, because we don't have like a stable couple besides like Meg and Dejan, I guess, and it would have been Alima and Ramel. But you know, now they decided to shake the table, give you 4 more bombshells, and yeah, that's where we at. That is where we at. So I can't wait to see what happens. You know, if Ramel moves funny, I just know Alima, we're gonna finally have Alima screen time, because she will light him up for real. So like the video, comment down below, let me know your thoughts, comments, concerns, and you haven't subscribed to my channel, subscribe. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. Peace.